Ladies and gentlemen, Lenny March here for Machine MMA. I'm here with one half of the main event on February 28th, Machine MMA 46. We've got Tommy Hunter. First and foremost, Tommy, how are you, mate? An absolute pleasure.
I'm mint, mate. It's good to finally see you again. Like I know it's been a long time coming, so it's good to get back in the mixer.
Every time I see you in the gym, we're just talking, we're having a little bit of a chat, but we never talk officially in front of a camera because it's never your time to fight. Now it is. How does that feel? Long time coming, long wait, especially inside of MMA. You know, we just spoke there before we went on air. 2025. Can't believe we're in 2026, but like, was it March time 2025? So, been a long time coming. How does it feel to kind of finally have a fight scheduled here, February 28th, Machine MMA 46? The Fed Gateshead should be fantastic.
I mean, it should be mint. Like I'm looking forward to it. It's a good matchup, a good scrap to get back into. Obviously I've had a bit of time off in that. But I think it's just gave us the time to sort of mature as a fighter as well. Do you know what I mean? So I think it's a good fight to get back into and just get my name out there really like.
Absolutely. What was the hiatus? I don't want to say it was too long, but March, what's that? Maybe about 8 months ish? I don't know. I'm not very good with my months or my years or anything like that. Yeah, or maybe, oh, yeah, just out of a year. What's that year or just under a year, kind of taught you thus far, heading into this one against Brooklyn Burch, which, as you mentioned, fantastic fight, good matchmaking. Just talk to me a bit about outside the cage, though. What have you worked on outside the cage and, in this last, should we say, year?
I mean, even in the last year, like, although I haven't really been able to get many fights, it's been a bit of a struggle. But I'm always constantly like in the gym. I'm always constantly like learning and wanting to learn and get better as well. So I think it's just even though I've had a year out, I'm still able to improve my game like overall as a overall MMA fighter.
Absolutely, and I was lucky enough to be at your last fight in MMA, and you choked Ronnie. Was it Ronnie Aguilar, the Spanish guy? And it was a good, solid performance, a good calculated performance. But I remember coming back from that and speaking to you a few times here at the gym as well, and you said, "Len, you know what? I want to fight these good guys. I want a bit of a step up." Now we're looking February 28th. The name on the other side of the poster is Brooklyn Burch. A good step up, 5-1. Do you feel like this is on the right path that you kind of, when you were speaking to me, this is what you were looking for, basically?
100%. Obviously, like Brooklyn's got he's got a good record. He's got a good name out there as well. So I just think it's definitely a good fight to be able to like I see get myself like in them good situations where people are tuning in, people are watching, and they're wanting us to get on the promotions. Just like Machine is for the main event.
Absolutely, and we talk about that main event. That must feel good. I mentioned before we went on there as well. I feel like you're kind of like a poster boy. You like to see yourself at the top there, especially when he checks out his hair. Tommy Hunter, a bit of a poster boy. He's blushing now. I've got him rattled now. But yeah, I feel like you kind of like being in sort of the spotlight, shall we say? How does that feel heading into the February 28th, back into action and straight into a main event in a fantastic fight? How does that feel? Firstly, just on the main event sort of things. How does it feel headlining?
I mean, obviously, it's mint. It's such a buzz on. Do you know what I mean? A lot of people get a bit nervous, but I think like these are just the steps that you've got to take. Really, I think it's someone's got to do it. If it's got to be me, I'm always up for the challenge. You know what I mean? I'm always going to be game for it. But yeah.
There we go. There's that's a smile there. I like to see that. Brooklyn Birch comes across as the name, the potential name that cast your mind back when I remember we were speaking in DMs and I wasn't chatting him up and he wasn't sliding into my DMs before your missus looks at this over there in Barcelona. But we were talking and the name that came across and it was Brooklyn Birch. What was your first initial reaction as you get that name come across?
Mate, honestly, I was game for whoever. To be honest, obviously, I know of Brooklyn. I think we've known of him for like a while now. So I think it was just like a long time in coming, really. I think, and it's like I see it's a great fight. We're both two good lads, and I know we're both like hungry to go in there and get the win. So I think it's a great fight. Aye.
There's been a lot of tape on Brooklyn, especially in Machine MMA. He's been under our banner quite a few times now, and he's put on spectacular performances. Sorry, and none other than last fight. And unfortunately, that was against your teammate Alex Ross. You probably would have had a keen eye on that one. Talk to me a bit about that performance. Kind of what impressed you about Brooklyn on the night against Alex?
Yeah, really good stand up. You know, obviously Alex is no pushover. He's a really good kid as well. So you know, it was obviously never nice to see like watching like one of your pals get beat, but it's a fight game. And these things happen. But no, like Brooklyn looked he looked good. He looked strong. So I think it's just good to look at it
And getting us
see what
going. Yeah, just I.
what we can
Yeah.
get away from it. Aye.
Absolutely. It was, as you mentioned, it was a tough whole night for Alex Ross. Did this one feel like maybe I don't want to say this has happened, but has maybe been Josh been like this is a chance to get one back over at SPG South Shield? Is that one ever happened? Because obviously Brooklyn beating your man Alex, a chance to now beat him and sort of not equal the score, but sort of just get that one over again at SPG South Shields.
I mean, mate, obviously the competition side's always going to be there, but like in reality, it's just two young lads having a scrap. Like, there'll never be any like animosity or anything. But you know, obviously, when people look at it, they think they try and put the pressure on, and mate, obviously, pressure's good. You know what I mean? Pressure makes people crack, but it also makes people like rise and put on a good show, and I'm sure that's what we'll do.
What is that? You mentioned there pressure. What side are you on? Do you thrive under this sort of pressure?
I just don't give into it really. Like I think I'm just quite chilled. You know what I mean? I just go with the flow. Really, like just at one with the world. So it's
Just floating, just floating. Yeah, that's the only way to explain it. The matchup with this is my last question on Brooklyn. The matchup Brooklyn. What makes a difference in your head on fight night to why you get your hand raised and beat Brooklyn? As you mentioned, fantastic striking. Has a good grappling base as well. Talk to me a bit about the matchup. Why you beat him on February 28th? What does that look like in your head?
Um, to be honest, me, I think I'll just put on a mature performance. Obviously, I've had a bit of a while out, but in that time I've been able to mature as a fighter. I've grown a mullet. I've started Pilates. I've grown a bit more chest hair. I mean, not a lot of chest hair, like, but definitely a bit more than the last time that I fought, like. But I just think I'm just gonna go and put on a good solid performance, a mature performance. And I.
Pilates, Tommy. I can't. I don't think I can look at you serious now. It's and when I see you walking out in the cage, I'm just gonna picture you now doing Pilates. That's got to be influence from your girlfriend, right? Surely, or is it? Surely you've not opted to go to a Pilates session. Please not.
If I speak, I'm in trouble.
This is incredible. What have you learned from Pilates? Is it just being more flexible? Do you think does that help? Firstly, has that helped you in the gym? Anyway, do you feel like you're just more flexible? I don't even know what goes on in a Pilates.
Mate, honestly, like all the lads will be slating, but I swear down, I challenge any lad here to get themselves on that Pilates machine, right?
A 1v1 on Pilates.
I mean, honestly, it's mega like, and I'll be the only lad in there, and I'll gang with my mum. So it's what my mum got us for Christmas, like. So it's no, mate, it's mint. I think it's I've always been a bit skinnier, but I've started to put on like a bit of size, but it's a creatine, and I've started to see some muscles in my legs. So beware. Do you know what I mean? That's down to Pilates. That like 100%.
That you mentioned their size, and that actually reminds me. Actually, when I was speaking to Brooklyn, he mentioned in the interview that this fight got offered up, and they called you a big boy in that interview. So I'd like to get sort of your situation of why the fight went up, and then basically there it is, Pilates, too much Pilates.
No, mate. I mean, like I said, I think like obviously like over the summer and Christmas and that I put a bit of beef on. I could have fought at featherweight. Or whatnot. I wasn't too fussed. Like I say, I've been in the gym non-stop, so I've been training, I've been getting bigger. I've been constantly just trying to get more powerful and that. But I mean 66, 64 doesn't really matter difference to me. Like but I'd fight it either weight. And I.
Just too much on the dinner plate probably on Christmas.
Yeah, it's too many sweet treats. That's what it is. Like, do you know what I mean?
Too many sweet treats. My last question. I got sent like a picture from Kennedy Freeman. She sent me like a little poster, and it was the sausage. I just want an explanation of why the nickname. Where does this originate from? Where does it lead from? The sausage. and it was like you as a sniper. And there's just like a bunch. You would have seen it because obviously with it being in the group chat here at Oak Rough House. But what does this originate? Where does this come from?
Mate, I couldn't even tell you. Where I do know it came from. Shout out Louis Benelli. Like it was, it happened just like a couple of years ago, man. Like we were just, I think he must have just called us like sausage one day, and then it's just sort of like
Stop.
evolved. Mate, it's like evolution, really. Like it just evolved into the sausage hunter. And mate, every time I see Louis now, he doesn't even call us Tommy now, man. He just calls us sausage, just I eat sausage, and I'm just like. Yes, Louis lad, but I mean, it's just grown, and it's just like it's became a thing of itself, really. Do you know what I mean? I think it's great, like it's just great for the name as well. Do you know what I mean? I mean, like obviously it gets people's attention. I think
Different.
I mean 100%. And I think I'm just attacking it from a different angle. You know what I mean? Like I'm just having fun with it, really. Like I think obviously there's a lot of people that I try to be mean and intimidating, but me, I'll just have fun with it, me. So it's sound.
I think it's brilliant. And this is my last question before I let you go and let you enjoy your day. And we shall see you again February 28th. My last question: what do fans expect? And why should they tune in to Tommy Hunter versus Brooklyn Burch February 28th live on Fight Club TV pay-per-view? Or if not, can get your tickets from Tommy. I know there's quite a few limited left. So in terms of like actually space at the venue, I don't know how many Tommy's got left, but I know there's very limited at the venue. So if you are planning to get there and on the door, and if you do get unlucky, well, you should have got your tickets off Tommy or maybe even any other athlete on the show. But anyway, back to the original question. I get off track anyway. I digress. Why should they be there on February 28th to watch Brooklyn Burch versus Tommy Hunter? Why should they be there? If they're not there, why should they watch on pay-per-view? Why?
Well, firstly, if you're not fast, you're last. Like, so you'll be missing out. But no, it's gonna be a great show. We've got a couple of lads on from the gym. All the lads are gonna look to put on a clinical performance. Me and Brooklyn for the main event. It's gonna be a show. There's definitely gonna be a bouncy walkout from me. All the lads and lasses on the feet. And you can just expect a good little pagger, like. And Saturday night, what else are you gonna be doing? Then just going to watch a couple of fights. Do you know what I mean? It's something different, something new, something exciting. So get yourselves down.
That's a perfect Saturday, in my opinion, and look forward to it. Pagger as well. I've never sort of like heard like a pagger. What's that? Like that's different. I've heard of like a scrap or a fight or like a dust up or something. But a pagger. That I think I didn't really hear that down south, but up north it was. I've heard it, especially from yourself. But pagger, what's that?
It's just a little brawl, mate. Do you know what I mean? I've been trying to like embrace different vocabularies, keep everyone on the toes. So I've been trying to mix it up a little bit. But pagger, straightener, scrap, whatever you like to call it, it's gonna be happening. Like
that's what's happening on February 28th. Tommy, an absolute pleasure. We look forward to seeing you on February 28th. It's gonna be an absolute great fight. Tommy Hunter versus Brooklyn Burch, the main event on February 28th. If you haven't got your tickets, like I mentioned, make sure you get them from Tommy or any other athlete. Do not avoid disappointment. If you're going to be there on the night, looking to try and get on the door, you might be disappointed when you haven't got a ticket. And if you can't be there on the night, Fight Club TV, we've got pay-per-view, be there. We've got loads of cameras. There'll be so many different angles. You're not going to miss the action. It's going to be fantastic. Thank you very much from me, Lenny. A very goodbye. Machine MMA. We shall see you February 28th for another fantastic installment of Machine MMA.